Hey, what up, YouTube peeps? It's me, Amani. I use doing reviews on Married at First Sight USA. I don't know what this flashing is with my tablet. I saw it earlier, and I don't know if it's the system trying to adjust or what is going on. It's not my TV. I don't have anything on. I don't know what's happening. The light's changing. A lot of different things are going on, so just bear with me. But in future, I'll probably be in my living room with my ring light. And then, I have natural hair and I'm not ashamed of my edges. I'm very new to edge control. I've used it a couple times for the first time in my life. Anyways, I've always just had the edges out, so they're just there. I just always come to you as myself, and I'm still figuring out where to look using my tablet. So, but I think when I did a rewind of their earlier recording, I could see it was here, but I don't know what the flashing is. Like, I don't know. I don't know what's flashing or why. So bear with me, and I'm sorry. I'm just going to talk about Married at First Sight or Infidelity at First Sight or whatever that show was that I just watched. And it was hard to watch. Like, started to watch it last night and I had to stop because I wasn't enjoying it, and it's my mindless TV show. And I realize what they're doing. They did this before with Paige and Chris, where they brought the woman that Chris impregnated on a show with Paige because obviously they have more time to fill and episodes. And so this filler episode, it was great though, seeing Thomas and Camille, and they remind me so much of Brianna and Vincent. Even they ended up moving into his apartment. That's so Brianna and Vincent from Atlanta. I really like them. I have liked them from the beginning, and I think all those things of her asking him those questions over and over, that's just the producers. I've just learned there's two shows. There's a show we watch, and there's the producer show and the questions that they make them ask. EmnEm's new man, I don't know what to tell you. Like, what's the word? I'm learning new words too from YouTubers and online trauma bonding, or I don't know. I get she's starving for affection and she knew him before. And, you know, it can happen. Who was it? There's a singer, the Canadian singer. The Canadian country singer, and her is got married to her ex's ex. They like partner switched. I think her partner was unfaithful, and yeah, so that happened, and I'm pretty sure she's still with that person. So I know it can happen. I'm a very faithful person, and I've been single since Jesus was on the cross, and I'm okay with it. It doesn't mean that I haven't talked to people, but I do think in this instance, I'm kind of down with Michelle. I think she does know what she wants. I think she was completely turned off with David, and I do think it was disgusting how she treated him initially. I think it was terrible. But as I've said, I applaud her for her detective, her sleuth ways. And I feel that MM should hire her to do a background check on Brandon and just make sure everything is legit. Because you can tell, like with Michelle, her spidey senses are like, no. Juan and Karrrrrrla, I really like them both. They're both very sensible when it comes to this stuff. I do feel like Juan is hurt that Carla doesn't want to really be his friend, but I also get Carla. I have an ex like that too, where it's like, I don't want to be your friend. Like, it just doesn't make sense. It's like, love me or, just be happy with your life. So I get it. But Juan definitely, to me, had some really good advice for Alan. And this show just made me feel bad for Alan. As much as I am happy for Camille and Thomas, I think this show to me is just like, I don't know, like a knife in the heart to Alan. And I feel bad that he has to look at this show. Now, I know that this happened, like, I feel like it was 2023 when this all was taped. It was taped a long time ago. And I have heard that David and Madison are still together, like, because people blog and write stuff. You can't avoid it. I didn't mention it till now because now you see they're together on the show. Um, I don't know about MM and Brandon, or Eminem as I call her. I just hope he's legit because Eminem has a lot going for her, and he's sleeping on a couch right now, and he's going through a divorce, and he was married for 10 years. So I'll tell you my rule personally: I will not date anybody that's separated. I will only date somebody who's divorced and they've been divorced officially for 5 years. How I've come up with that equation is that I've known people who are separated or newly divorced, and I just feel like they're not, I don't know, like there's things they just still have to work out first. Now, in this case with Eminem, her marriage is a little bit different and a bit non-traditional, and she wasn't happy with Ikechi. But in Brandon's case, that's a lot, you know. Anyway, to be continued, but I didn't enjoy watching the show. I don't know if anyone else felt this way. I'm going to watch my girl Chloe and see what she said. I'm going to watch Couples Couch, and I'm going to watch Shamira Tattletales to see how they felt. But I have nothing to say. I feel like this is how I honestly feel. I watch a show honestly for the love and not the drama. I don't mind a little bit of drama, but you see how Kevin Frazier, he loves that part. Um, they showed the clip of the show where, like, where are they now? And they always have that dramatic music. And I feel like they're making it so much more like that show, 90 Day Fiance, and I just don't feel Married at First Sight needs that. Like, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe y'all love the drama, but I actually just want to see couples meet. Um, and I love watching the difference too of how men and women are in this social experiment, because it is a social experiment, and I love that. I feel like we're so different. Um, and and I have all my favorites that I love from years ago. um, but I don't know, like, I don't know. I'm gonna watch it. I only have two mindless TV shows, Married at First Sight and Love Island. Love Island, they're both the USA shows. Other than that, I don't watch a lot of other reality TV. The only other shows I like, I will like Amazing Race. I don't really watch that on the regular. I watch basketball and I watch like a lot of British TV, and I love like thrillers and crime, like crime dramas, true crime. That's kind of like what I watch, like, you know what I mean? But my mindless TV escape is this, from life and everything I'm dealing with. I do like these shows, so we'll see what happens. I just didn't enjoy it. I don't know. It made me feel weird, and that's why I stopped watching it last night and then continued watching it today. And again, those are my thoughts. I feel bad for Alan. Ikechi, no words. I don't feel any way about him. He shouldn't have been on the show. David and Madison, I'm glad they're happy, but I think it's just so much rubbing it. I don't know. It's just glorifying them, so I don't agree with that. And who else is there? Yeah, love Camille and Thomas. Love Carla. Love how she stands up for herself. Really have grown to really like Juan, and I think he's going to regret not giving Carla a chance. Who's left? Oh, Michelle is just Michelle. Um, Eminem needs to hire her to check out Brandon's background. I think she's learned a lot about herself, and I think looking back at this show, she'll either change or she won't, about, being set in her ways. But that's it. Those are my thoughts on the very, I don't know, disturbing episode of Married at First Infidelity. And that's what's up.